Hey, hello all. I just thought to make a very informal or a casual video on the recent trends in the agile transformation. Okay, just to introduce myself, my name is Balaji and I'm working as an associate general manager in a private IT company. So as we know, like we keep no we keep on hearing the words like Scrum, Kanban, Scaled Agile Framework, Less, DAT, Spotify, all these terms in the typically in the market segment and also in much of the JDs what we actually receive from multiple clients or companies. So one of the pattern what I could see is that people focus more on practices rather than the underlying principles behind it. Meaning to say, when we actually talk about an agile transformation is not an end state in itself. It is a means to achieve or obtain better business outcomes. So, be it a Scrum, be it a Kanban or a SAFe or a Less or whatever be the framework, or you can still come up with your own customized framework, both at a team level or at a program or an integration layer. And if your company has a very structured support kind of a system, like at a portfolio layer, you can just come up with some kind of a customized model so as to do an agile transformation. What is more pivotal in the case of an agile transformation is to create a outcome based plan, which is called as an OBP. And what am I trying to achieve as a part of this particular agile transformation? So what are my objectives and what are my key result areas, which has been called as the KRAs. You might as well look into your business context or your project ecosystem and then come up with your own KPIs and KRAs and then tag it back to your transformation milestones or the goals. So just to put a long story short, whenever we embark on an agile transformation, what is more important is to really spend some quality time to understand the business driver behind the transformation. Okay, why am I doing this particular transformation? Where am I currently and where do I need to scale up in the future? So what is the envisioned goal and what could be the probable path for me to reach the goal? Of course, from where am I currently, purely from a business context. So without understanding the business driver, jumping into an agile transformation and then not trying to implement or trying to force fit if any framework for that matter, it's not going to yield the necessary and tangible business outcomes. Okay. The second part of the agile transformation is to talk more on the metrics. So metrics being a very sensitive area, we need to be really very careful in measuring the right kind of metrics and probably pulling out the inferences from there. Okay. So when you talk about metrics in the place of agile transformation, multiple thoughts come to my mind. Let me keep sharing it one by one. So typically, when you do an agile transformation and you want to measure it, you can measure it along four main quadrants. One is the product space of agility, which is the product management. Second is the Scrum Master or an agile coach, which has been more towards the process mechanism. Third is the dev team engagement, and fourth is the stakeholder engagement. So these could be the four quadrants on which you can try to draw a circle of metrics. The other way to look at the metrics is, okay, I need to measure something. At what level of execution I am going to operate that particular metrics? Is it at a team level or at a program level or at a portfolio level or at a leadership or a executive level? The other way to measure the metrics is, if you are including Scrum as a framework, probably we all know that velocity, you take your inferences from your burn down chart or a burn up chart. All those, so the metrics being measured typically from a framework orientation perspective. Like if you are going for a Kanban, we try to look into your cumulative flow diagram, you measure your cycle time, you measure your lead time, you start looking into your control chart, and then you try to pull out your inferences. So one could be the framework related metrics. The other way to look into the metrics is, I'm going to measure about key business drivers for my IT engagement, like in terms of the predictability, in terms of the productivity, and my responsiveness, and of course the quality. Because your predictability, productivity, responsiveness doesn't make any sense if we are not offered, if we are not capable of offering a qualitative product or customer centric product to our clients. So these are all some of the thoughts which came to my mind in terms of the metrics, and so I just tried to share it with you all. The other aspect or dimension pertaining to the agile transformation, like as the very word indicates, the agile transformation has two compartments. One is the agile, the second thing is the transformation. When we say transformation, are we really talking about a transformation or an agile adoption or an agile transition? At what stage of maturity are we in terms of this overall transformation journey? So one of the key vital ingredient or capability building should be oriented towards our OCM, which is called organization change management. So any transformation which is not going to factor in or imbibe the organization change management and the cultural dynamics, the organization structure, the overall business processes within the organization, and what kind of customers or market segments that they typically try to cater to, is not really going to solve the end user business purpose, and we cannot mellow down the impact or the pain created due to the transformation if we are not focusing on the organization change management aspects. So probably these could be some of the areas, more from a process orientation point of view. One of the areas which we tend to lose focus whenever we are doing an agile transformation is that technical agility, because you cannot build a predictable team without having capability in terms of technical aspects. So how are we progressing in the case of the technical agility? Does my team have a robust code validation mechanism? Does my team have a technical debt remediation plan? Do they have a reference architecture guidelines? Do they follow solid principles? Do they do TDD, BDD, FDD, SDD? Okay, just to give a full form for all these things, TDD is test driven development, BDD is behavior driven development, FDD is feature driven development, SDD is story driven development, DDD is domain driven design. So how does my team really know in terms of my continuous improvement, in terms of the technical aspects, where am I currently? So a robust team in terms of technical agility, effective and efficient processes, and more important is your strategic adaptability. Are we able to respond to change rather than just following a plan? Because in a traditional waterfall model, which we typically do, using a Gantt chart kind of an approach, your success criteria is been validated. Are you able to meet up the progress in tune with the plan? However, in the case of an agile engagements, one of the success criteria could be how well are we as a system able to respond to change rather than just following a plan. Because in an agile driven engagement, we typically keep the scope variable. We do not fix the scope, because if you fix the scope too early, how you can deliver business value when the market changes? So okay, this is just a casual attempt for me to really call out the seven colors of the rainbow. The more you add process efficiency, effectiveness, the more you keep building your DevOps delivery pipeline, the more you focus on your architecture guidelines, your team dynamics, your team engagement, your culture, the more the merrier could be the success of the transformation. Yes, see you later. Thanks all. Bye.